Certificate of Rainbow Ocarina. The question was to create octaves and dominants by doubling, tripling, and quadrupling. 10, 12, 15, 18. The result was happy in the high, bridging through a puzzling baritone into a mellow low. The quadrupling, 12 capacitors to the oscillator, was too time consuming, so it was abandoned after this instrument. Back to the roots. Can-do attitude.
Dunworth 25 is a set of aesthetic tunings for sine, square, and saw waves and 24 generators using rational capacitors as scalars. It is irrational, like observing summer duckweed in a eutrophic canal. Sepia clouds by a dying eyeball blur, twitch into focus. A mantis resting on the soil of the carpet.
Certificate. Red nails square. Similar to circle blue nails, we explored different octave tiers of the scale 39, 33, 27, and 22. But then it breaks into bass nails with 330, 220, 150, and 100 from the E12 barrel, which means a fine-grained tuning in jazz Arabic thirds, derived from E6 and E3, which are the true rocks. It's another broken red nails. And the color of the polishes here are pinkaholic. Do you speak love? Manhattan strengthener. Black to the root is 9-inch nails. A set of just 4 notes, harsh square waves with scary octave doublings, jumping beyond octaves, distance of 9 between 1 and 10. The numbers 10, 22, 47, and 100 put just relatively, and they weave elfin prime with their grainy neighbors. Sepia clouds seen by a dying eyeball.
Blur twitching into focus. A mantis on the carpet of the soil mansion.
Printed out these certificates in color and put them in containers. Studworth 25 is a set 7 aesthetic tunings for square, circle, and triangle waves in 24 generators. Using rational numbers as scalars, it is irrational, like observing summer duckweed in a eutrophic canal. Hello. I have printed out 2 certificates which should be in color, but they are in draft form right now. They apply to these 2 wonderful sine wave generators with Oregon wood on the back. Bridging the End Piece by the Worcester of Zalzal. And so on through 18, 15, and 12. It is pure cheer. E3 is for rockers and E12 is for carols. Certificate. Broken blue nails. One of the simplest, octave doubling spectrum of triplets from 392 through 331 and 272, bridging the end piece by the Worcester of Zalzal. To 222 and so on through 1815. It is extra cheery because the ends are broken into another freestyle pattern of high picofarads, and also a baritone E3 for rockers, E12 for carols. Early mornings, big shirt, perfect nails. Dark dance. Fame fatale. Hello. Today I have printed out 2 recipes for triangle part of Studworth 25. What are the other initials, you may ask? American angularity. That's simply because we used feel and fly. Hello. Today I have printed out 2 certificates in draft format for the 2 triangle wave generators of Studworth 25. Studworth 25 is a series of 7 tunes for triangle, square, and circle. And today we'll be discussing the triangles. Now each instrument has 24 notes. Let's see what we have to say about the tuning. The general effect of alternative tunings is one of longing. There's a modern open longing, standing at a Grand Canyon with your Tesla booming cinematic scores. There's also a sublime jazzy longing, like all the other feelings. Barfing cigars, a long winter walk, and a flat town. Stories told by Cologne. Here we leverage Studworth to follow some archetypes of condenser dividing. to get open intervals on one side and sublime micro-stepping bar on the other. America! Here, average Studworth to follow some arcane rules of condenser dividing to get open intervals on one side and sublime micro-stepping bar on the other. Fame fatale. Be my main squeeze. Frenches are forever. Hello. Today I've printed out certificates for a set of recipes for triangles, squares, and circles. Today I would like to do Certificate of American Oak. As far as red 9-inch nail goes, the classic is just 4 notes. Atonality, then scary octave double. A broken inch nail is highly muted, subtle tweaks to pitch and timbre. In the bracken of a rainy northwest forest, on the other side of a reflection in a pool, the acid wash distressing values are the freestyle tweaks, handed by blue digging and capacitor bear. Brackets substitute a little mellow acid jazz.